Hi everyone! So today I'm gonna be doing Q&A for Erasmus program, which is exchange student program. For those of you who does not know me, let me just briefly introduce myself. Nice to meet you, this is Kimberly. I've been to Germany for 5 months last semester as an exchange student. One of my subscribers asked to do Q&A in English, so I was like, why not? Let's try it. Oh, by the way, thank you so much for you guys who asked me a lot of questions. If you have any other questions, please feel free to write it down below on the comment, or you can also ask me through Instagram. So please feel free to ask me any question you want to. Without further ado, let's get started right away. The first question. 외국에서 혼자 해결하는 일이 많았을 텐데 막막하거나 우울했을 때는 없었나요? 어떻게 해결해 나가셨나요? 3 big bullet points that made me kind of stressful. First of all, documents. You will find out eventually once you decided to go abroad. There are a lot of documents you have to prepare. And it's quite stressful, even in Korean, which is my mother tongue. But it's not even in Korean or English. English is like my favorite language, so it's like I'm pretty confident about it. But it was almost everything was in German, which I did not know. I can speak super basic stuff, so it was really hard for me to figure those things out. Because I feel like I am pretty much independent person. I prefer doing things by myself because that way I can feel the satisfaction even more, you know? The lack of my language skill, it was hard for me. How I went through this is that there were a lot of friends helped me out. So my university provided a program called Buddy Program, which is as an exchange student, we'll have a buddy, a German student. So we will talk. She helped me how to buy things, how to, I don't know, almost everything. Like, I ask questions a lot, so I think she was very tired, but thank you so much. And actually, my buddy went to her Erasmus program. I was with her for a month, and then I didn't have buddy, but my good friends Rieke and Melanie, they helped me a lot, and also other helped me a lot, so that's how I could overcome those difficulties. The second bullet point I wrote is when my friends all went to traveling. There are some certain period where friends or like people will go traveling. For example, if there's a long holiday, they would go traveling. I traveled a lot. Like, I went to 7-8 different parts of Europe once, where I stayed in dormitory, but all my friends went to traveling because all the exchange students live in a building. Actually, there are like 3-4 buildings, but it's super used to be very noisy all the time. Everyone talking, everyone singing, everyone going crazy, like literally. But when they go travel, it becomes super silent. So I was super sad actually. But yeah, that was one of the things I felt super down, like super sad. That was the moment. And the third bullet point is actually pretty similar. For like a month before this program ended, I was feeling super sad. I was very emotional. That's one of the biggest reasons why I couldn't film that much. So like, you just keep seeing people leave. You just keep seeing people giving you letters like, hey, it was so good to meet you, you know, and that's like so sad. That is so sad. Like, missing people, if you just talk about it, it's not a big deal. But if you actually face that moment, it's a lot to take. For me, it was a lot to take. So I was really sad that this period of time is gonna end. These friends in this room right now, this situation, this environment's gonna end. The funny thing is that when I actually arrived in Korea, I wasn't feeling so sad. I just faced my reality and I just start doing a lot of works that I had to do. I think, you know, like when you think about things, you just get scared easily. It's because that thing didn't happen yet and you don't know how you're gonna react, right? But actually, when it eventually happens, it's like not that big a deal. So because I was the one who suffered those situations, I don't want to give you any advice about this, but if you ever face this moment, just believe in yourself that you will be okay, because that's what I was very, very okay. So yeah, it's gonna be emotional though, but just think in a different way, okay? If you never been there, you would have never met those people, right? So if you think it like that, it's like, okay. It was a good memories. It was good experiences. Oh my god, someone's calling me. Okay, so yeah. And except for these three, that's just top of my head. So I was very okay. Actually, I was very good because I do have experience living by myself, and because my roommate was with me, it was like okay. And even though I got COVID, like even though I was sick, you know, there's a lot of people say like there's a moment where you feel super like lonely because you're super sick, but there is no one to take care of you. But for me, I wasn't feeling that sad even though I had COVID, because I don't know, I think it was just my mindset that like you will have to survive. Like, wake up, Kim. It's not the time to be emotional. I was just in that great, amazing mindset. Maybe that's why I wasn't feeling so sad. But yeah, I was okay. And the thing is that like for example, if there is a bug crawling out in your room, or a can you can't open, you just knock on neighbor's door. Like, I am very good at asking for help. So I mean, if you are a shy person, maybe that might be a problem. I don't think it's a big deal though. But like for me, I am not shy about asking questions or like asking for help. So it was pretty much okay. Like, actually, let me tell you the truth is that I actually felt super scared about having a roommate. I lived with my family and then I moved out with my sister. So my sister isn't like roommate, she's more of a family, you know, sibling, I'll say. My roommate was the first roommate I ever had, so I was very scared. I don't know, somehow I thought maybe I am too dominant about things, and like I'm such an independent person, how can I live with someone who I don't know? But like, I don't know, for me, we did struggle for once or twice, because you know, it's like we have different backgrounds, we have different culture. Even though we're both Korean, it was we had some difference, but that's the beauty of having a roommate. Like, to figure those things out is, I think it was very fun and good experience for me to have. And I don't know, I just really liked my roommate. She's really cute, really sweet. So yeah, thank you my roommate. Wow, that was a long answer, right? You see how it's going? Like, it's gonna be a damn long Q&A. I don't know if I can film all this in a day, so maybe it's gonna be 2 videos. But yeah, let's get going. Second question. 가장 머리 아팠던 일은 혹은 독일에서 불편했던 점이 있나요? That's a lot of things to say, actually. So I'm gonna make it super brief, okay? So the first thing is, it wasn't just my problem, it was problem to all the exchange students at the time. So we have this thing called semester ticket and 9 euros ticket. These basically are the same thing, but at the time, so okay, how should I explain? Semester ticket is literally a ticket that will last for 6 months. So you can take any kind of train, but like except for like express train. And also this semester ticket is limited into this particular region, so you will have to check that out. And 9 euros ticket is a new ticket that was created at the moment where I was in Germany. Everyone went crazy about this. You could travel all around Germany with just 9 euros. But there are some side effects about this. First thing is that yes, you can travel all around Germany, but it's gonna take a lot of time. So for example, maybe you have seen my video, my Munich vlog video. I used 9 euro ticket to get there. Usually it's only gonna take 3 or 4 hours, but because I used 9 euros ticket, it was 6 hours. These two tickets are the exact same thing. But idiot I am, I did not know that and I got both of them. So I already had semester ticket, but 9 year ticket, I got them to travel to Germany. They started saying, oh, it's the exact same ticket. And I was like, what? There was this thing going on, like you can get a refund. So I was like, yeah, I'm a student, I don't have money, like refund, yes please. I just directly went to the office, asked for the refund, but they were like, no, you will have to wait for it. And like they were just saying all these ridiculous things to not refund you. So I went to the office for 4 or 5 times at least, and every time their answers were different. And like even now I did not get the refund. Recently there was this thing my friend told me, is that you can actually get a refund, but you have to send this form through the post or in person. Like you have to hand it to them in person. And I'll use the exact quote she used. It's 2022. Like online rules the world. What are you doing? Another friend of mine said, my mental health is worth getting the refund. And I totally agree with this. So I don't think I'm gonna try to get a refund because it's gonna be a lot of work, I know. So yeah. So if you're buying any tickets or whatever that is, please double check before you purchase the thing. Good, bad example right here for you. There's not a lot of air conditioning system throughout the Europe. It's like Europe, like Barcelona, for example, is very hot country, right? So Barcelona, they have good AC, but Germany, like my dormitory even didn't have any electric fan. But the good thing is that it was quite windy and it wasn't that hot. So it was like, okay, but make sure to buy one of those thing that prevents from bug or dust to enter your room. Those nets kind of thing. I installed it and it was really good because I hate mosquitoes and nobody likes mosquitoes. So yeah, that's one of the things I would recommend you to do. And sometimes there will be some weird mails come in. For example, you have to extend your visa. You have to pay extra cost. I was super freaked out about this when I first received this kind of mail, but it's fine. Like almost all the exchange students receive the same mails as me. So like just talk to the international office in the university and it's gonna be fine. The most uncomfortable thing in Germany, not in Germany, in Europe I'll say, is that there's no public bathroom. There are some public bathroom, but it's either gonna be super dirty or you have to pay. But like as a Korean, like where there is bathroom everywhere without paying system, like when I first went to Europe, it was very hard for me to adjust to the situation where I had to pay to go into the bathroom. Some of you might think, yeah, you just pay like 50 cents, it's fine. But as a person who drinks lots of water and goes to bathroom all the time, it's quite of a money there. Yeah, you might end up spending like 3 euros a day. I was actually surprised that I go to bathroom maybe too often. But yeah, so like when I was traveling, I didn't have a water bottle because I didn't want to drink, because I didn't want to go to bathroom. That actually works though. So that's another tip I'll say. So like, okay, let me tell you about like how many times I go to bathroom. My friends, like when we're having tea time or like drinking coffee together, whenever I stand up, they're gonna be, yes, Kim's going to bathroom again. It was like a, like a thing. like a thing. I hope this is fun, but I have so many things to tell you guys, so like I'm just talking a lot and I'm sorry about that, but this video is gonna be very talkative, like you will have to know about that. Okay, third question is 교환학생 가기 전에 로망이 있으셨나요? For me, is that I always wanted to live abroad by myself. I have lived in a foreign country, but I was very young. I was with my whole family, so it was pretty much the same kind of environment I had comparing to Korea. I really wanted to see myself in a foreign country by myself, and just basically I wanted to see how I live there, how I'm gonna survive, how I'm gonna feel about all those kind of things. So yeah, basically that was my wish list. The result is very successful, I'll say. I'm actually gonna talk about this later, but I am looking for working abroad and also just basically living abroad. So yeah, it was very good experience for me to be in this program. This actually really made my eyes even wider to the outer world. It was definitely worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna make another video about this, so please wait for me for an update, a big update. But yes, I definitely had a wish list and I made it come true. And you will too. You will too. So the next question. 교환학생 준비 기간 어느 정도 걸렸는지 궁금해요. 어학 공부는 어떻게 하셨나요? For my English certificate, I prepared TOEIC, which is, I think, exclusive just in Korea. I studied for a month to get the grade I want. And the reason why I just studied for a month, maybe it's pretty short time, because I've took TOEIC for 3 or 4 times, and like I knew that 1 month would be good enough for me to prepare for the score I wanted. And also this is a tip maybe for those of you who are preparing for TOEIC. I registered for 2 tests, one after another. I think that really helped me. It's pretty stressful, I know, but it's good for, like, you just have this feeling when you're first taking the test, you just feel like, I have the second chance, so like, if I ruin it, it's fine. You just get this comfortable feeling, so I think it kind of helped me. Someone also asked me about how much score did the school like required. It's very different, like which school you're in and stuff, but where I went requested 800 for TOEIC. I think it's better to check your university's international office with this question, because it's gonna be super different, because like some university require like, I don't know, 600 TOEIC, or they also accept another English certificate, so please check that out. Also, how long did it take for me to prepare for exchange student? Actually, the funny thing is that I always had the dream to go abroad, so like I was thinking about exchange student, but somehow I was super focused on my uni work, so I totally forgot about the exchange student. But then my sister told me it's gonna be your maybe last chance to do something you really want to do. So in a day I decided to go and join the exchange student program. So it took me 1 day to decide, and it took me a week to decide which country and which university I want to go. For the country, it was very simple, because I was doing something while I was searching for like which university I want to go. So I just set the time slot, like I want to go when the March begins, you know. I had certain time that I wanted to go, and I found the country according to this. And also for the university, I really focused on searching for the major. That's how I decided. So you know sometimes like we think about things too deeply, and like maybe sometimes just shoot for it, like, you know, we're young, we're young, so like just try things you want to do. Don't try to think too deep. Sometimes it requires a lot of thinking, yeah, and that's very good. But sometimes I just want to think things very simple. So, and that doesn't mean I didn't think. That doesn't mean I'm gonna fail. nobody knows, right? So yeah, like maybe deciding the university and country, it can be a big deal, but for me it was not that big deal. I just wanted to go abroad. That was my number one goal. So yeah, it's all about where you put your priority. Yep. Next question. 독일 말고 후보에 있던 교환학생 국가가 있나요? Yes, actually there is. It's France. It was basically because of the time. Actually, like my number one goal was to go to USA, but somehow all of the USA university, they started during January, but I couldn't be there at the time. I was doing something else. I was hoping to go like after March. The only thing possible was Germany and France. But I just felt like Germany was, I don't know, it was attractive. So that's why I chose Germany. Very simple reason, right? Okay, next question. 유럽 네일이나 왁싱은 어떤가요? 가격 측면에서도 이야기해주세요. It's amazing. That's my answer, first of all. So I really recommend you to get nails from Europe because it's so much cheaper than Korea. For nails, I went to shop. For waxing, I did it by myself. First of all, nails, extension and gel nail. Total of this is 5만 원, around 5만 원, which is like 40 euros or like 35, 40 euros. And waxing, there are lots of self-waxing products. There's a lot of kinds and it's very good, I think. And it was like 5 to 10 euros, so it was pretty not that expensive. If you're choosing to go to waxing salon, I think you have to really search for the Google reviews. It's the same thing in Korea too. Like you have to really look where will be like better, good, less painful, you know. It's the same thing. I'm so sorry, I cannot tell you the exact thing about waxing because I didn't go to the shop. But I think self-waxing is also an option. So yeah, consider that. It's just like you ripping your hair by yourself. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Next question. 석회수 적응 어떻게 하셨나요? Actually, when I was living there, I didn't really have any problem with that. It was just water for me. But like you can see the difference actually. Like whenever you wash the dishes and you leave the dishes on the thing, it's gonna create some of those things because of the water. But like many of my friends actually drink tap water as the water you drink. It's drinkable. And actually I did the same thing when for like 2 weeks, I think. So me and my roommate used to order water, but then like when the exchange program was finishing and stuff, it was hard for us to get water from the place. So I drank tap water and it was okay. Like I'm not so sensitive about taste or any in specific. It was okay for me. But actually when I came back, so when I arrived in Korea, it was a lot of changes in environment. I had a lot of work to do and just basically things changed. So that's when I got small pimples on my forehead and it's still kind of there, but it's like a lot better. I went to many dermatologists. He told me that it's like the change in the environment is the biggest reason, and also Korea is quite humid country, so it's very easy for pimple to show up. So I am right now using products that they recommended, and right now it's been like 2 months since I had these pimples and I think it's a lot better. If you're super worried about water, there is this thing called Purita. It's basically it kind of looks like water bottle, but it's like it purify the water. So you can also use that, and or you can also install the filter to your shower booth, but it depends on the dormitory because sometimes it won't fit in to it. So yeah, there's not a lot of tips I can give you about this question. But yeah, that was my experience. Next question. 독일 여행지 추천해주세요. First of all, my favorite place is München, which is also called Munich. And second would be Köln. First of all, München, they have very pretty park. It's called English Garden. Everyone looks super peaceful, and I also felt super peaceful there, so it was very good. It was actually my last destination, like in Germany, to travel with my roommates. So I don't know, I just really felt good about München. Like the vibe in general is very good, very peaceful, and also I was very used to traveling. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I felt München is like, yeah, like if you're traveling Germany, please go to München. Like I would recommend that place. And Köln is, their beer is crazy. Actually, München is the place where they have Oktoberfest, which is a big beer festival in Germany. So some of you might think München has the best beer. Yeah, maybe. But for me, personally, Köln, their beer were even better. Like I am not the person who enjoys drinking. I like the vibes, but I don't really drink that much. And I never thought that beer is like delicious. Köln blew my mind. It was amazing. Actually, this is not just my opinion, it's also some of my friends' opinion that Köln's beer is like amazing. And also I went to a lot of small cities in Germany too, like just to look around, sightseeing, and also to be part of the festival and stuff. It was good. I definitely really enjoyed, but like if you're not living in Germany or like staying in Germany for long, I think it's better to go to big cities, because big cities, there is a reason why it's called big cities. So yeah, that's it. So in conclusion, I would say Munich and Köln. So the next question. 유럽 여행 다닌 곳 순서 매겨주세요. 제일 좋았던 여행지는 어디인가요? So I went to 7 different countries. UK, London, that's my first. Hungary, Budapest. Austria, Wien or Vienna. Spain, Barcelona. Germany, like including München, Köln, and all the small cities. Italia, including Palermo, Sardinia, Roma, and France, Paris. But like I feel like, so when you're traveling, you'll find that all this country has different vibes and different things to see. It's mostly about like what you're interested in, which one you are more attracted to. So I can't say like this is the best. I'm just giving you the option, saying for me, that's good for me. So guys, I think that's it for the first video. My neck kind of hurts. I don't think I can say it anymore. I don't have that much energy as before, so I always want to give you like full energy with you guys. So let me just answer the rest of the question in next video. I hope this helps, and if you have any other question, please leave the comments down below. So I'm just telling you this again, that this is just my opinion, my experiences. It might not be the same as yours, so please just use this as an example, like reference. And I hope to see you on my next video. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to all of you, and hope to see you next time. Bye.